Hello everyone and welcome to So Many Games So Little Time. My name is Joachim and today we will be unboxing Deep Rock Galactic, the Collector Pledge version B. So as you can see, the box is here in front of me and let's take some stuff out. So we have this, and we have a bunch of foam, and I think that was already the base game. That's underneath the foam. So this is all packed by VFI Asia, since I live in Hong Kong, just in case you were wondering. Alright, let's take this. This one is really heavy actually. And yeah, that is definitely a big box. And at the end of that box, it's finished. And you can also see here we have the Playmat as well. So I'm going to remove all the bubble wrap and I'll get back to you. So this is what was in the box. Now I've heard people online say that they were missing the plastic tokens, and I'm afraid that might be the same here, unless it's this, but I don't think so. We'll see that in a second. We have the sleeves, the baggie, expansion, the base box, and the mat. So we're going to do the base box first and then move on to everything else. Okay, so here we have the base box of Deep Rock Galactic Danger Darkness Dwarves Collector's Edition Rockstone. Mood Publishing, Ghost Ship Games. Alright, let's see what it looks like on the sides. So here we go. I'm always interested in this, in the art, if it's very different or not, and so on. And it does have the different dwarves on the side, which is pretty cool. And the back of the box, there we go. All right, so we have here 60 to 150 minutes, 1 to 4 players, and then of course everything that you see here. So let's open this baby up. Okay, so I don't think there will be art on the inside, but you never know. So let's see what happens. Yeah, there's no art on the inside. I'll put it like this so it's easier to look at the rule book and so on. So there's two booklets already, the rule book and the mission book. So let's take a rule book first. There's already some wear though here at the corners. You can see that, right? The white stuff. But maybe that's just the printing at the bottom as well. I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's continue. A letter from management. Alright, the components, overview, map setup, missions, player setup. There we go. Looks okay. A lot of text, of course. Event cards. Activation events, end of the game, the dwarves, so all dwarves, you have the scout, the driller, the gunner, the engineer, and then the solo mode, which is what I'll be playing most, I believe, and then the campaign as well. So it says here the deep dive campaign, it's risky because you never return to the space rig to rest, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Really cool. All right. And the credits, and then the overview of all the weapons and so on. And the effects and turn summary. Now, I imagine this mission book might be a bit spoilerific, so we'll just take a look at the beginning. So definitions, map setup, and maybe the first one, and that's it. So this is the first one, mission 1. So that's what it looks like. I'm not going to look at the others in case you don't want to be spoiled, so I'll just leave it there. And then, yeah. Okay, this is extra information, I guess. Yeah, designing missions, random mission. Okay, cool. And then we have all of this. Oh, it's a nice pack of Punchboards, which I will open now. Okay, so I zoomed in, I took the pack out so we have a little bit more detail. So these are the hostile creature of Hoxie's 4. You have the stats, the resistance, and description. There we go. This is the other side. All right. So I'll put this to the side. And then we have the Punchboards. Basically, we're going from 6 to 1 because that's how I unwrap them. So you can see the graphics here. All right, front and back. So I guess these are probably the starter guns. because they have the color at the back. All right, and I think the punch boards is thick enough. It's good. Of course, normally these would be replaced with the plastic tokens, but like I said, I don't know. Maybe we'll still find them, you know. Yeah, I think it looks okay. I don't think it looks ugly. I don't think it looks amazing either. It's just middle road, I guess. Yeah. And so about this game, I actually just got totally sucked in by the FOMO for this game. I backed it. I started playing the game a little bit, but I have 3 daughters, and yeah, turns out people around me don't really play this game at all. So in the end, I just soloed a little bit, and I thought it was okay, but that's where I stopped the game. So maybe this board game will motivate me more to play it more as well. All right, so here we have the gunner. The back side is always black, and these double-sided boards, they're really nice actually. The scout, I really like them. And then we have the engineer. All right, cool. And then finally the driller. All right, so now I'm going to be taking the, well, I'll show you first. This is the box now, so I'm going to be taking out the inserts and then doing them one by one, all right? Because otherwise the details will be a little bit shoddy because it's from so high up. So here's the first one. There we go. And maybe I should put it on the other side. All right, let's start with the beer mug, the metal beer mug. And I can tell you, this one is heavy. It is metal, and it definitely is metal. It feels that way as well. It's nice. It's nice details, and it's, yeah, just nice. There you go. Boom. All right, so I'll put this here for now. We'll check later if they have included a overview of where to put everything. And then the dice. Let's take a look at these. They look pretty sweet. I like these. I always love custom dice. And yeah, these look nice. They feel nice. Yeah, should be good. And this is just a little baggie, which is actually the same as this one. Roughly, yeah, it's the same. So we'll see what's in there later. Okay, so up. Okay, then we have another blank die. Could be something to do with the campaign. Just guessing here. Maybe you'll be able to put stickers on it. I don't know. But this is just a blank black die. So put it there. And then we have the crystals. They just look like your general crystals, to be honest. But nevertheless, here they are. And they are your general crystals, yeah. But of course, they're always nice and shiny, so pretty cool. Put them back in there. For now, I'll keep them in there, but eventually I'll put them in something else. These I'm not going to open, okay? These are just small cubes, nothing special about them. And this is the gold. There we go. Nice and shiny. Up, there we go. All right, and then we have these 2 decks. So let's see what it says. Mission specific events. So I'm not sure in how far I can go through this. It's getting sticky. Activate all creatures. I'll just open it and I'll see. If I realize it's spoilerific, I will just edit it out. Okay. And this should open fairly easily normally. So I'm not going to stop the video or anything. I'm just going to keep talking as I remove it. So as you can see, okay, I was going to say as you can see it goes very easily, but it's kind of stuck though. All right, so we have, these are the backs, of course. So we have these cards, we have the arrows. All right, so these are all just mission specific events. Okay, it literally just says mission specific events. So I'm going to move this up a bit. There we go. So mission specific event, all the same. They're closing in. So I'm just looking at the art here, okay? I hate bugs. They go boom. Stop spitting. Okay. Aerial surprise. A slasher emerges. Rapid spitballer growth. Collapsing floor. Unsettling rumblings. Creature pileup. Bugs. Stuck. Cave tremors. Dugout surprise. Cave leech attack. Grabber attack. Loot bug. Glowing walls. Sweet spot. Crack in the floor. Gun inheritance. It nearly got me. Starch nuts. Tough spots. Sticky spitter. Volatile creature. Ouch. There's a pebble in my boot. Fast critters. Okay. Oh, cool. And then the other deck that we have here. Boom bug. It's gonna blow. Slice and dice. Slash and smash. Praetorian. Grunts everywhere. Look up. What's that buzzing sound? Oppressor. And web spitter. Okay. So let's take a look at the second deck. So I don't think there's much spoiler stuff in here, campaign-wise or whatever. So I don't think that's a problem. I think the spoilers are probably in the mission book anyway. Otherwise, they would normally just tell us. No, I think so. Okay, so this is the front. So is this the back then, or what? We have these guns. We have this one here. We have the grenades. Rockstone, and then some bugs. Okay, so these are some bugs. It's getting sticky. The warden is here, and they got protection. So it's added to the other deck. Rockstone, or rock and stone actually. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. But this is just all the same art. So, meh, okay. I'm not gonna go through that for too long. Then we have the grenade. Incendiary grenade, frag grenade, plasma grenade, cryo grenade, cluster, impact axe, phosphor grenade, inhibitor field generator, lure grenade, proximity grenade, sticky grenade, satchel charge, tunnel carver, corrosive bomb, electrocution grenade, and soul smasher. I really like the fact they have so much variety. This one here seems to be just cards that you draw and see what you get, loot cards or something, I guess. And then here we have guns with double-sided, the Warthog Auto 210 shotgun. I guess this is the upgraded version, overclocked, yeah. So visually, it doesn't change at all, right? Stubby Voltaic SMG, no, so we can just do one side, and it'll be fine. So I have the Jury Rig Boomstick, the Zukov Nuke 17 twin SMGs, Bulldog Heavy Revolver, Experimental Plasma Igniter, Subata 120 semi-automatic, experimental plasma charger, BRT-7 burst fire gun, Stubby Voltaic SMG, and Warthog Auto 210 shotgun. All right. So that part is all done. All right. This part is now done. These cards for now can go back here. I'm sure later on they'll get a suitable spot. Okay, so we'll do the minis one by one. First, we have these flyers that you can see. All right, the flying bugs anyway. They look pretty cool, right? Yeah. All right, so there's several of those, but they all have the same stance, so I don't need to show them all. Although this one looks a little bit different, I think. Or is it the same one? No, they're the same. Okay, never mind. Next one is this guy. More like a crawler. Very cool nonetheless. Okay, then we have these guys. I really like the details. So I think this is really gonna be a joy to paint. I'm looking forward to painting these. Although I have a huge backlog of minis I have to paint, so I don't know how quickly that will happen. This one is cool. Reminds me so much of the Zerg of StarCraft. Yeah. Nice. So there's two of those. They have the same model. Then we have this one. It looks good, right? Yep. Yeah. And then we have some rocks. These rocks are all the same, all right? So I'm just showing you one, but there's like 5 in the box. Okay. Then we have a lot of these. A lot of these, like 2, 4, 6, 18 of these, all right? I like that they even do the details at the bottom, because often they'll just skip it, you know, this would be like smooth. But now you can just like kill them and they'll be like this and you can still see the details. That'll be nice. All right, so that's only all in that box actually, because there's just a lot of the same ones. You can see it here, right? You can see how many there are of each. So let's move on to the bigger ones of the one below. So I'm going to move this box. You can see here they are. I'm going to move it closer to me so I have an easier time taking them out. All right, let's start with one of the bigger ones. One that's willing to come out easily. Here we go. Very cool. Yeah, very nice. Even the detail in the mouth, the fact that it has the spit hole here. It sounds stupid, but I'm really cool that they did that. I mean, I'm really cool. I think it's really cool. I don't see how that would make me cool if they add the spit thing, but anyway. Okay, here we have the dwarves themselves. Like I said, nice details. Nice, nice, nice. Of course, I'm going to try to do a playthrough as quickly as possible, and then they will, of course, be unpainted. But down the line, painting these guys should be pretty awesome. There we go. And then number 3. And the advantage is that because of the IP of a video game, that painting-wise, it's going to be very easy to do because you have so many examples. Some games, they have miniatures, but the art is very vague. Like you don't really know which color should go where. Of course, you can always customize, right? Love the gun on this one. You can always customize, but if it's based on an IP, you kind of want it to be the same, right? Okay. See what's next. All right, this is pretty cool. And it's heavy too. Like you'd think this is light, but this is a nice chunk. It's yeah. You're gonna have to do. I mean, it's not gonna be as easy to knock this one over. Like sometimes minis are a bit light. Like this one is a lot lighter. Yeah. Okay. And then next we have a small turret. Okay, cool. And there's only one small turret. And then we have a big one here. Actually, I'll take one of the dwarfs just to show you the differences in size. So this is the difference with this one. Okay. There's 2 of those, and it looks like the same model. And then, of course, there's one bigger one. So I'll show you him first. Look at that monstrosity. Very cool and heavy again as well. And then as a comparison to one of the dwarfs, size-wise, yeah. All right, and then we still have a couple to go. I think 2, yeah, 2 more to go, because the next one also has 2 models. After playing the game, everyone's gonna feel like having some lobster and crab, especially if you paint them red, which you normally shouldn't because they're like greenish, but anyway. Okay, once again, it's the dwarf next to it. So they're not that much bigger actually. There's just one who's noticeably wider, I would say, not necessarily bigger. And then of course, something that's also on the cover, you have this extractor, I imagine, the ones where you put in all the gems, crystals. And then here is the cover. It just goes on top. There we go. Pretty sweet. All right. Okay, so that basically, well, I'll show you also the inside of the box. You actually have a place, I imagine this is where this is supposed to go, and maybe there's some other stuff that goes in there. Like I said, I don't know yet specifically. So this is where they all go. Some of them require apparently some force, which I'm kind of afraid to do, even though, like I said, they're all quite sturdy, so I don't think they will break easily. Although that might change if my daughters get their hands on them. But anyway, so I think this box is now done with putting everything, showing you everything. So it's time to move on to the next one. Almost. First, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to show you, after I put on the plastic cover, I'm going to show you the sides of the inside box, because that's often forgotten. And this guy, I don't know, this guy is difficult to get back in. Okay, finally. Yeah, okay, so here we go. All right, I have to zoom out even more. Come on, focus. Yeah. So there we go. We also have this side. And of course the damage, again, you can see, it's kind of sad. This side, and then the last side is the purple side. So yeah, so far, no idea how to rebox it because there's no indication or anything that shows me how to do it. All right, so I'm going to zoom in again, and then we'll do the expansion. The Deep Rock Galactic Danger Darkness Dwarves, Goo from Above. I was going to say God from Above. Goo from Above, miniature expansion. I'm going to keep using this camera now because it's easier. So I'll do the sides, but I don't know about you, but for me, this will disappear because I'll just put everything in the box, in the core box, if it's possible. Ew, yuck, gooey. So it has more miniatures, basically, 4 cards and 12 plastic goo markers. So let's open it. There's, of course, no art inside. So we have this, and once again, the overview of the monsters, right? There we go. And then silicone patch that will come out later. The cards, which I'm sure is easy to open. So I'm not going to pause for that. Right away. So we have Goo from Above, Water Menace, Menacing Goo, and Hide and Seek. There we go. That'll be added to the main box. And then we have these guys here. First of all, we have the Goo tokens. So I'll open it. I'll move this away. I'll move it away so we have a better view of everything. Here we go. Reminds me a little bit of just the bigger version of the tokens you have in Dwellings of Elder Vale or Viticulture, stuff like that. Okay, and then the miniatures. This is the first one. There we go. Once again, it's going to be cool to paint these, even though I have no idea how to do fluorescent stuff. And these guys have this around them, and it is a sticky plastic. Maybe it's supposed to keep them in place. I imagine it's extra protection, but it's really sticky though. It's really gross. Or maybe you're supposed to be able to take them off. I don't know. for now I'm just going to leave it on there until I do some more research. There's 3 of those, so basically you've seen all of them now already. And I will just be taking this part and putting it in the base box if it fits. I will try. I guess you can see that if I do a reboxing, which I think I will do, because once again, I don't see any indication of how to rebox it, but that could be on the Kickstarter page. Yeah. So I'd have to do my research there. All right, so we'll put that away for now. And then we have this bag. So I'll zoom in a bit more. Let's see what's in here. I don't think it's the plastic tokens because there were 122. No, it is an extra dice set and some different types of crystals. There we go. And an extra dice set in case you play with more than one person, then you don't have to pass all the dice around. Okay, so I don't have to show you these because you've already seen them. There's nothing special about that there. So then we go on to the last part, which is the game board and the mats. So for that, I do need to pause. Okay, so here you see the game board, right? And you can see everything that you need here, you know, the tracks, the cards where they normally go, and so on. And then now I'll show you the mat, which is underneath. And you can see it is brighter for sure. The mat is seems to be well stitched. I can't really say that I'm a pro or a connoisseur, but it looks good. It looks good enough for sure. It is one-sided, as you can see. And for those who want to see an up close of how it's stitched, it's like this, right? There we go, and the thickness. All right. So yeah, this is the mats. Some close-up stuff, and I think that already concludes the unboxing. To be honest, we've seen everything, and obviously what's missing are the plastic tokens. I'm sure they will arrive eventually, but not yet. So I will do a reboxing and try to figure out where everything goes, and then also show you guys, and yeah, that'll be for later. Anyway, my name is Joachim. So many games all the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.